taking a moment and stretch. And once again, I love to use the simplicity of this because then it kind of inspires you to use it before all your Zoom meetings. The A, B's, and C's, right? Awareness and awareness right away, zoop, right? Your body and then your breath. And then connect with it with each in-breath and out-breath. Connected with the curiosity. What does it mean? What is it right now? Where is it at this moment? Let's see. And now come back. So I'd like to invite you to some nice move stretch. Right, we've got 30 minutes. First and foremost, in order to you kind of have to a little checking your stocks, right? So move your neck a little bit, gently and softly. Over the last years, actually, in physical therapy and movement intelligence, we've started to move people away from saying, this is the perfect posture you need to get to, and actually say within your own perfect posture or your own limits or your own range, what is the best for yourself. And so I invite you with that curiosity to say, for your own neck movements, for your own shoulder movement, what feels good, and get good at that range, right? And then within there, get to know it, and then thereon allow for a little more stretch and challenge. Open up your chest and relax. Come back in, breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in again. Take a moment, sit at the edge of your chair, maybe have one of your legs stick out, straighten your leg, one have degrees, and use your chest, guide with your heart, and lean forward as you feel the stress on your lower leg, on your sciatic nerve or the back of your nerve. In yoga, a term called life nerve. Life nerve, right? It's such a big nerve that's connected to the back, your lower back. And switch and do the other side. And as you feel that stretch, you don't have to be all the way bent forward all the way, right? Just enough for your straight back, leading with your chest, relaxing your shoulders. As you stretch forward, feel it and breathe into it. Sometimes that tightness is very, very refreshing. And so invite your breath to be present, right? Because we're like, oh, it's tight, and we get all contracted. But as you feel a tightness when you're stretching, just even in the most mild form, you don't have to force yourself. Be very gentle. Allow yourself to breathe into that stretch. All right. So I've been preparing a little talk on gratitude for this speaker event. And so what we're going to do today is our usual, in that I'll lead us into a body scan technique so that we can actually quiet the ruminating mind, right? The anxious mind, get it away from the past or the future and bring it to the present of the act of the scanning of where you are. I choose this a lot because it's great for brainy people, or people who, like myself, need to be in control or feel like we need to effort and do rather than be. So it's a great trick. The more you listen to it, the more you can over time develop your own language for this body scan. And then after that, we would go into doing the heart focused breathing, and then the coherent technique, which basically is bringing your awareness to your heart, breathing through your heart. And then we're going to take you to a moment of remembering a time when you feel this genuine pride or a feeling of wellness or feeling of when things are going well or sense of appreciation, where it's actually rather than telling our mind to calm or teaching it my usual, right? Teaching you to breathe or count your breath. This one is actually activating your heart, connecting to the heart through gratitude, connecting to the heart for the feeling, the emotion of something that's renewing, regenerating, right? Sometimes when we just think about something that makes us feel great, it regenerates us. And we're going to tap into that and we're going to stay in that as long as we can in that silence. And what that does is it actually activates our heart to be in a very coherent state. What does that mean? When our heart is in a coherent state, it allows for our mind, our brain, and body to actually get in step with our nervous system and allow our sympathetic nervous system more easily. It's been measured. It's called heart math. You might have heard of it from heart rate variability, where when we are in a state of calm, we're in a state of appreciation, a state of alignment, right? When we feel like things are going well, we don't have to be resisting. When that feeling, it actually taps into our heart and our brain wave goes into a really smooth wave rather than going all over the place. And when we do measure that, and when we see us in that state, in that smooth wavelength of the brain or the heart wave, we're actually seeing a lot of positive outcomes in our health, in our brain, in our cognitive, in our performance, in our health outcomes, in our energy. So if we go back to it today, what we'll do is get us into that state, learn how to sustain it. And your goal is to be able to just know what it feels like so that at home every day, do it for 2 minutes. All right. Okay, let's get going. What I'm doing today too is I'm trying to improve my music selection by using on the computer. So please chat if my sound is messed up. And my goal is to make it so that I can offer some good music that way. So. Give me one moment. Apologize. So in the meantime, I want you to breathe. Put your hand over your heart. Start listening to your own breath. Invite your eyes to close if that feels good. Feel with your hand the chest rising and falling. Invite you to become aware of any sensation. Notice any tension on your temple or your forehead. Now bring your awareness to eyelashes, and the muscles that connects the eyeballs, which makes it turn left or right. Notice the colors behind the eyelids as your eyes are closed. Now bring your awareness to your nose, the bridge of your nose. And as you breathe in and out, see if you can notice any aromas, sensations, or even temperature of the air that's being breathed in. Take these nice deep breaths and get to know them with other qualities other than your chest moving. Use your 5 senses. Now bring lips, mouth, the teeth on your top, the teeth on your bottom. Notice where your tongue is placed, if there's tension. Notice if it's moist or dry inside your mouth. Tongue is this muscle that goes all, see if you notice all the way in the back of that tongue where it's originated, how it feels. Invite for a deeper awareness, wider width of awareness. And bring your awareness to the outside of your face, your cheeks, your jaws. Notice if there's tension. Notice the sensation in your cheeks, the skin. Now bring that awareness to your ears, your earlobes, maybe even the canal inside of each ear. And breathe. Now bring your awareness to the side of your neck as it connects down from the ears to the side of your shoulders. And scan your attention all the way to the arm, the elbow, the forearms, the wrist. Feel the air that's touching your skin. Feel your fingers, your palms, your nails. So you can even length of your nails. Now bring your awareness to your throat in the front and gently, like a brush, slowly sweep down your attention in the front of your body, through your chest, your sternum, your belly, your pelvis. The slower you scan it, the more details you're able to bring in. Again, there's no intention of it paying attention to it. There's nothing you need to do more than simply scanning the area as if you're just looking from afar, paying attention to what's going on. Now bring your awareness to the back of your neck and feel those vertebrae. Scan them, become aware of them, with these little bones that stack over each other, one over the other. So see if you can slowly scan it down with your attention, gently with your breath. Scan it down to the back, the mid-back, the lower back, and each side of the backs. And scan down to your hip bone, your sacrum, and your sit bones as it's touching the seat that you're on. Notice how it touches against the chair. Again, become aware of the muscle. Is there tension? Is there symmetry between the left side and the right side? Bring the awareness down to your thighs, your knees, your calves, down to the ankle, the top of your feet. Again, notice legs, are they crossed? Notice how your skin feels with the pants or socks or shoes against the skin. Keep breathing. Now bring the awareness down to the bottom of your feet and feel it planted against the floor. And feel the floor holding your weight. Notice your toes. Notice the space between your socks and your shoes and your toes. And come back into the whole body. Scan the whole body all at once. Now take a moment and scan around your body. Imagine there's an arc above your head. All that space from your head to the ceiling. Become aware of that space. Listen to it. Feel it. Notice it. For all the qualities that you might feel or notice. Now take a moment and become aware of the space between your front of the body and the room in front of you, space behind your back, all the way to the wall or the space behind you. And imagine this 180 degrees on the left and the right connecting. Feel the whole room. Notice any senses. Notice any information or tension. Notice the air quality. And breathe. Now I invite you to bring your awareness to your chest and your heart area. And begin to synchronize your breath nicely to your heart movement, chest movement. Imagine that you're breathing in and out through your heart. Imagine this organ right there, doing such an amazing job pulsing, just muscle contracting tirelessly from the moment you take your first breath to now. Allow for all your attention to be towards this awareness and this realization of how special your heart is. And now I invite you to take a moment, drop your shoulders, open up your chest, stand a bit taller, like you're just won your contest, some achievements from your past or recent. And change your physiology, change your facial expression, change the way you hold yourself sitting. To remind yourself that feeling when you are achieving or when you achieve something and you're proud of it. Tap into that memory. Take a moment and continue to visualize this place or time where you have a memory of a place where you are proud of yourself. That you did something really difficult. You tried something even though it was hard. You've pushed yourself a little bit further than you've imagined, and you are in awe of yourself. Allow for the heart to feel the sensation. What does it feel like? How would you describe yourself in that moment? Was it confidence? Was that joy? Was it certainty? Find your own description, find your own image of this place and time and moment where you feel the way you do right now because of the achievement. Hold on to that sensation. Now I want you to bring up an image of something you really appreciate or someone in the form of gratitude. Go beyond the challenge of something like a day-to-day stabilities, like having food or having a job, which is very important. Take a moment and go deep into something that allows you to feel deeper into that sense of gratitude or appreciation, where that feeling swells up in your heart. Think with your whole heart. We call that a renewing emotion. Breathe. Allow for you to continue to tap into this regenerative emotion. Use all your senses to secure that feeling. Or simply use the word ease or peace or joy to help you secure that sensation in your heart. And now I invite you to put your hand over your heart. And this is where you practice sustaining that feeling. So if you can create a word from all of that, create an image. It's almost like you're holding still for that minute. And if your mind keeps wandering off, just gently bring it back. It's a whole new sense outside of your five senses, is using that sustained feeling from your heart. It's called coherence. Outside of the five senses is holding it with the belief, right? Something that you've felt before, you believe in it because your heart felt it before. Allow for all the other stuff to melt away. Allow for your tension to be replaced by this emotion or this feeling, this presence. Allow for yourself to relax everywhere else in your body, except for this determination to hold still and steady this presence in your heart. Just a little bit longer. So in this practice is not just creating a space for your mind to be focused and allowing relaxation for that focus, to optimize the focus. In this case, this one today is very much being connected with your heart. So I invite you to slowly relax your hands, stretch your arms up. Take a nice deep breath into your heart again. Shake your shoulders, shake your hands. Soften yourself up. Shake your shoulders a little bit. Right, you can do a little cat-cow sitting where you have your chest forward, chest back. So maybe a little bit more confusing. I'd love to hear how you think. Any questions? But a very different type of training using to guide rather than thinking it's about training the mind using the breath. So today's focus is to say, is my heart here this whole time? So remember, I have you guys started off by stretching and leading with your heart. So every time you're doing a little stretch in between classes or in between your work, feel your heart, what it's doing in relationship to everything else. In just even 1 or 2 minutes of this work, listening to your heart, breathing with your heart, being still with your heart, with emotions that feels really appreciative, regenerative, and renewing. So that's it for today. I hope that was helpful. If you guys are interested in more of this work around heart coherence, heart rate variability, or heart math, you can look in this organization called Heart Math, and they have a lot of wonderful information. And that's it. I hope that was helpful. Otherwise, have a beautiful rest of your Monday and the rest of your week, and I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.